Good evening, everybody. This is Steve Fletcher with a trumpet for my people. Today is August 24th, 2026. I want to share with you a report from a secular media article by the Daily Mail. Okay, the Daily Mail. I will leave the link for you if you want to read the whole article. In the first pinned comment, I will leave the link for you in the first pinned comment. But this is almost the entire article. There's a lot of different things that are being said, but I want to share with you the main points because the title certainly grabs our attention. And what is written within the article is definitely a wake-up call to the world. This should be a wake-up call to the world. I mean, we have a secular media writing an article that says blood red moon over U.S. sparks Armageddon fears as biblical prophecy appears to unfold. Blood red moon over U.S. sparks Armageddon fears as biblical prophecy appears to unfold. What an amazing title. And so we have the attention is being brought to this upcoming blood red moon, which is going to be on Thursday night, August 27th, going into the early morning hours of Friday, August 28th. August 27th, going into August 28th. The article shows that the peak eclipse time on Eastern time, which would be New York and Washington, D.C., 12:12 a.m. I remember my sign that came on 12:12:12. That was my calling when I received the revelation to start sharing about the return of Jesus Christ. I received a sign on 12:12:12. So this peak eclipse is 12:12 a.m. on Friday, just after midnight, August 28th. And the article goes on to share some main ideas. Number one, apocalyptic speculation. While scientists emphasize the natural beauty of the phenomenon, the blood moon has also sparked apocalyptic speculation online. Number two, there's a Bible connection to the blood red moon. Some social media users suggest it could be the one mentioned in the Bible. So there is a reference to the fact that there is one specific blood moon that is going to kick it all off, that is going to spark the apocalypse. And some social media users suggest this could be the one mentioned in the Bible. What do you think about that? That is a pretty drastic statement coming from a secular media article. Number three, Joel 2:31 is where it is mentioned, and this is the one that they are saying this could be the one mentioned in the Bible. The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood, before the great and the terrible day of the Lord come. And this is referenced in connection with cosmic disturbances and divine judgment. So when it mentions that the sun shall be turned into darkness first, and then the moon will be turned into blood, before the great and the terrible day of the Lord, I want to remind everybody that just a few days ago or 2 weeks ago, really from the eclipse 2 weeks going back, on August 12th, On August 12th, 2026, there was a total solar eclipse that went over Iceland and Greenland and then came across the Atlantic into Spain. And then just after the total eclipse in Spain, earthquakes started happening on August 14th. And I don't know over the last couple days what has continued to happen. When I did my report on August 21st, there had been more than 600 earthquakes and aftershocks in less than a week. Like 100 a day from August 14th through August 21st. Almost 100 earthquakes and aftershocks a day and in Spain. And so the darkness of the sun over Spain brought a very serious upheaval and beginning of divine judgment in the same location where the eclipse was. Okay, so now we have the sun being turned to blood. The sun will be turned into darkness and the moon will be turned into blood. So now we have the moon being turned into blood. Okay, and so we have this in this sequence where the sun being into darkness and the moon into blood. Now we have this upcoming blood moon. And so there are people that are saying that this is sparking Armageddon fears. There is apocalyptic speculation with this upcoming blood red moon. And some users suggest on social media that this could be the one mentioned in the Bible. Key scripture references: Joel 2:31, Acts 2:20, Revelation 6:12. The article notes that believers often connect a blood moon with upheaval, judgment, or God's intervention. So the main message from secular media, the blood moon is being openly linked to biblical prophecy and end times discussion. Okay, so you could use this to talk to the people at work or your people connected to you and your family, people at school, wherever you are. Use this secular article if you want to use this clip or you want to go to the article online. As I said, I'll leave the link for you in the description box and in the first pinned comment. You could use this to talk to them and say, hey, are you ready? What if this is the Armageddon? What if this is the apocalypse? What if this is the beginning of God's judgment? Are you ready for the return of Jesus Christ? Are you saved? Have you given your heart, your mind, and your life to Jesus Christ? Because biblical times of judgment are coming. Everyone needs to understand and everyone needs to prepare. This is a perfect way that you can reach the people in your circle of influence. So I pray this is a blessing to you. I pray you can use this to share the gospel. I pray that you can use this to wake somebody up, okay? Wake somebody up. The blood red moon over the U.S. sparks Armageddon fears as biblical prophecy appears to unfold. I pray you are blessed tonight. This is Steve Fletcher with a trumpet for my people, the sign of his coming revealed.